Welcome to the taxi and takeoff lesson. Today we will practice taxiing and taking off in the Yak-52. Press the spacebar key to begin. This lesson will consist of the following parts: taxiing, preparing for takeoff, takeoff, climb to altitude. Press spacebar key to proceed. Make sure that the throttle is in the idle position and RPM is at minimum. Press spacebar key to proceed. For the Yak-52, there's an insignificant tendency to turn to the right during taxiing. This can be easily overcome with left rudder pedal pressure and use of the wheel brakes. Except when taxiing very slowly, it's best to slow down before attempting a turn. The rudder pedals and brake lever of the stick are directional controls while taxiing. To turn the aircraft on the ground, apply rudder in the desired direction and use whatever power or brake that is necessary to control the taxi speed. The rudder should be held in the direction of the turn until just short of the point where the turn is to be stopped. Then release the rudder or apply opposite rudder as needed. In order to move rudder pedals, press the Z and X keys or move your rudder axis. Release the backing brake lock and set the rudder pedals and the control stick to their neutral position. Press the W key or move the wheel brakes axis. Keep the control stick in its neutral position during taxi. Use the brakes very smoothly by pressing the brakes lever with short bursts while keeping the rudder pedals in their neutral position. Open the throttle to begin taxiing in the initial direction. If you begin taxiing smoothly, the aircraft doesn't change direction. Press the num+ key carefully or move the throttle axis to increase throttle. To the left onto the taxiway by pressing the brake lever and left rudder pedal. Turn left and proceed to the runway. Keep RPM high enough to provide normal operation of the generator. Select ground reference points that are aligned with the runway direction. This will act as aids to maintain directional control during takeoff. Check runway and final approach for traffic. Taxi onto the runway. Carefully align the aircraft with the intended takeoff direction and position the nose wheel centered down the runway. Then, idle the throttle and come to a stop. Enable the GPK mode on the gyromagnetic compass system panel. Set the takeoff course according to the heading indicator. Make sure that the propeller pitch control lever is set to the fully forward position. Press page up and page down keys to control the lever or use pitch axis. Press spacebar to proceed.
Отход по схеме. На 300 по давлению 758,95.
Set the trim tabs for takeoff. Back position. While holding the brakes, increase RPM to 70%. Engine gauge readings must be the following. Cylinder head temperature 120 to 220 degrees Celsius. Oil pressure 4 to 6 kilograms per square centimeter. Oil temperature 40 to 75 degrees Celsius. Fuel pressure 0.2 to 0.5. After that, pull back on the throttle lever. The throttle should always be advanced smoothly and continuously to prevent any sudden swerving. The stick must be held in a neutral position. The aircraft will want to turn to the right at the start of the takeoff roll. Compensate for this with left rudder. The aircraft will accelerate quickly and the takeoff roll will be short. When you reach a speed to 90 km per hour, leave the nose wheel by gently pulling back on the control stick to attain takeoff altitude. Yak-52 liftoff speed is 120 km per hour. Press spacebar when you're ready to take off. Okay, release the brakes and advance the throttle smoothly and continuously to start the takeoff roll. back on the stick. Gear. Press the GK or click the highlighted lever. Adjust the power for the recommended climb setting. It is the first nominal power setting of the engine run. You should set the throttle to 800 millimeters of mercury and then smoothly decrease the RPM to 82% using propeller control. Climbing speed is 170 kilometers per hour. Control airplane pitch to maintain 170. Check the airspeed indicator for current airspeed. That concludes this taxi, takeoff and climb out lesson. Well done, pilot.